Support the great work of the Strike 7 Sports Saints discussion section by purchasing licensed NFL fan gear. Items range from Saints hats, jerseys, t-shirts, socks, and so much more. We would greatly appreciate it if you would purchase these items from the text link listed below. The revenue generated from today's offer goes into the funding of the Strike 7 Sports platform. Click on the link strike7sports.com/Saints Fanatics. You will be taken over to Fanatics website. Thank you. This your boy Derry Branch here, same discussions on Strike 7 Sports. And then I want to talk about, some chatter that's been, floating around online, message boards, radio as well. Saints, no local radio that talks about the Saints, and that's about the linebacker position and the depth that's surrounding it. So I would say last week, if I recall, around I would say Wednesday or Thursday, around that time, there was a report. I think it was Thursday. I believe there was a report that came out that the Saints were working out several linebackers, and one notable linebacker that a lot of people know about is Kiko Alonso. A lot of that just set off alarms, because Saints fans, who that nation, that's the thing we do now. We overreact for everything, any and everything that comes out regarding the Saints. Whether it's a player injured, or players missing times due to personal matters, or anything trade rumors, we just overreact now. It's just the way it is. I don't like it, but you do what you do. Well, anyways, so they heard that Kiko Alonso. Everybody knew that heard that Kiko Alonso was among several linebackers that they worked out. And later that day, they signed him to a deal. So that people automatically assumed that Kiko was gonna come here and play among Demario Davis and Pete Warner. Even though everybody knows that the Saints, if you're knowledgeable of Saints football and how the team is set up, the structure of the defense, they use two linebackers. It's a 4-3 defense. They'll use three linebackers that much. Well, anyways, people felt like if you sign Kiko Alonso, why didn't you just sign Quan? Now, the whole Quan Alexander situation is just, baffling to me, but it is what it is. Because based on a report I heard, a tweet that came out, I didn't hear this from nobody else. Nobody else hasn't really talked about this. But the tweet was that, and I'm going to say the guy's name, that the reason why Quan signed with the Jets for such a cheap deal is because the Saints wanted him back as they would take him back, but they wanted him as a special teams player, a player that could play on, a guy that could play on special teams on certain situations. So he decided to sign with the New York Jets. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't heard anybody else, any reporter, beat reporter, come out with something like that. Nobody from the national level, the national media hasn't said anything on why Quan signed with the Jets for such a cheap deal. But anyways, people now that Quan is in New York and the Saints, excuse me, the guy that they did sign, Kiko Alonso, he retired like the next day. I think the next day or two he retired. He said it wasn't because of injury, it was just because his heart wasn't in it. So there's that. So now people have been on this soapbox about the Saints not having enough depth at linebacker. Saints need linebackers, hurting for linebackers. And I mean, we brought this because I'll just say this, just to give you an understanding of how things work, even though you're not up to speed on, the actual structure of the team, of the Saints, if you don't pay attention of it. The reason why they brought in those linebackers is for depth purposes, to have guys that can back up Demario Davis or Pete Warner in case they get hurt. Those players were not because those guys were going to come in and just play it right away. I can tell you that right now. And that's how people felt. They felt, about Quan. The Quan situation is unfortunate, but I'll say this. This ain't a slight against Quan at all, but to say that there was only one team that had serious interest on Quan Alexander should tell you everything about it. How the rest of the league feels about it. It's just plain and simple. It's ain't about against Quan. Sometimes you gotta take the fan side of it, the emotions of it, and understand why Quan is not back with the team. You drafted Pete Warner in the second round to be that guy that can play alongside Demario Davis or possibly take over Demario Davis. It is what it is. So that's a high investment. And from what I've heard is that the coaching staff really like Pete Warner. So it is what it is. But the Saints don't have issues at the actual linebacker position. They don't. Demario Davis is still playing at a very high level. Pete Warner's coming along strong. He's back in training camp, working. So and the guy has a good upside. A good upside is in my opinion. Is he gonna be a Luke Kuechly type? Probably not. We don't know yet. It's too early in his career to determine that. But he has shown, signs of becoming an impact player for this defense, in my view. So you got to go with the younger guy that's cheaper right now. You're not paying that guy nothing to be a part of this team and contribute. So that's the way they're gonna go with Pete Warner. So I don't think there's issues with the actual linebacker position. They're just trying to find guys to bring in to fill, to they have enough depth at that position that they can come in and contribute. That's just what it is. It's not guys that gonna come in and play right away, man. Saints just use two linebackers, man. So people just need to chill and just understand things. Understand how the Saints work out, man. They got a lot of people out there that cover the Saints, that's 10 toes down on what goes on with the team and how the team is structured. You got guys like Nick Underhill, Ross Jackson, Q, Sports Coma, TJ. They got, me, they got a lot of outlets out there that explain, how the Saints are set up, how the structure of the team is. Plenty of publications out there. So there's no issues with the Saints linebacker core. They're just trying to find enough guys to come in and fill the depth. Now, DeMarco Jackson did go down today with a season. I'm assuming a season-ending injury, according to Nick Underhill. He's on injury reserve, IR. That was a guy that people thought could maybe step in the place of a Demario Davis one day, a DeMarco Jackson. So we'll see how they fill that void. I think Anthony Hitchens is still out there. He played. He's a veteran. Played with the Dallas Cowboys. He spent some time with the Kansas City Chiefs. So he may be the next guy that the Saints pursue. Because I think he was one of those linebackers that was among the several that worked out with the team. So we'll see how everything plays out. All right, so we're gonna segue to this. So you know how it is. We got the news today. Early this morning is that I hope I spelled that name right. Bears linebacker Roquan Smith has demanded a trade, requested to be traded from the Chicago Bears. And that's how it is. Every time somebody becomes available or becomes a free agent or wants to be traded, certain people in Saint circles, think that we should go after him and don't even think about the ramifications of trading for this guy. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I'm more than sure that Dennis Allen will find a way, if it came down to it, to get Roquan Smith incorporated and integrated into this defense, to the Saints defense. I'm more than sure that he will find a way. This is a really good linebacker, man. Really good. He's still young, out of Georgia. Fits all those the attributes. He fits everything that The Saints looks for and players on defense, especially at that linebacker position. But this is not a move the Saints should make, and I don't think they will make it. You know, it's a costly move unless it's a rental or a player for a 1 year rental, unless it's that, the Saints should not do this. For a 1 year rental to go on a championship run, if you believe that, Roquan Smith puts his defense over the top, then go for it. But I believe the defense is already over the top with the personnel they have right now. So, and also this guy, I know from what I read, the quotes I read on NFL.com today is that this is about him getting paid, man. That's an offer that came down from a Bears front office. They got a new GM now, Ryan Poles, and he wasn't good with the offer. He wasn't okay with signing that offer. He was stated, I'm paraphrasing there, but based on what he said if he signed this offer, it would be a bad look for the linebacker position for the other guys coming behind him signing deals. They're going to sign their deals. So he decided not to sign it. He felt like it was a low ball offer, and now he wants to be traded. So, and then I think if he does get traded, the Saints don't have a first round pick. So what would they want? A second round pick and possibly an impact player? So an impact player, one of our good players. So no, they're gonna want something for this guy. And I'm thinking more than likely they're gonna ask for a first round pick, man, for this guy. And he wants to get paid, man. I don't think the Saints don't have the money to go after this guy, to pursue this guy. So no, I don't think that the Saints should pursue Roquan Smith at this time. So it is what it is. Just let me know how you feel in the comment section below. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Let me know how you feel about the situation. Do you think the Saints have issues at the linebacker position in regards to the depth? Should they pursue Roquan Smith? You can sign up for that. Hit that bell notification icon so you can receive my latest updates whenever I go live, whenever I do live streams, videos, premieres, all that stuff. And check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the One Saints organization. You can find it in the description box below. Have a blessed night. Peace. Who that? I'm out.